world's leading superpower, the United States leads in many fields of science and technology, including medicine. But unlike other scientific fields, the nationwide survey on the religious beliefs of American doctors revealed surprising results. Most American doctors believe in the existence of God and the afterlife. What connection has built such strong spiritual beliefs among those following the scientific approach? Join Hank Kwong and continue to watch the video right after this. Possessing strengths in science and technology has helped the U.S. apply many inventions in medicine in general and modern medical equipment in American hospitals in particular. The U.S. is also considered to have healthcare service quality among the best of the world. With prestigious universities like Harvard University, Johns Hopkins University, and Yale University, which have medical research centers and leading professors who have won many Nobel Prizes in medicine. Additionally, doctors in the U.S. are paid extremely high salaries. Therefore, the U.S. is considered the dreamland for all doctors worldwide. However, even with advanced medical technologies and the discovery of many effective specialized drugs, there are still many cases that leave the country's medicine hopeless, even when the disease is detected early. You probably know the founder of the world's leading technology company Apple, Steve Jobs. His untimely departure left the world stunned and regretful. Many people wonder why, in a country with the most advanced medicine and the best specialized doctors, Steve Jobs still had to surrender to fate at just 56 years old and at the peak of his career. Previously, Steve Jobs was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and underwent 2 surgeries. In 2004, his first surgery was reported by his doctors as quite successful, and the disease was cured. But not long after, his illness recurred. Steve Jobs was forced to resign and eventually passed away in a state of physical exhaustion. Another case is neurosurgeon Dr. Adam Alexander. He graduated from the prestigious Harvard University, had 25 years of experience in neurosurgery, and was one of the most famous doctors in the professional community in the U.S. at that time. In 2008, he suddenly contracted meningitis and was luckily taken to the hospital for emergency treatment in time. Despite active treatment by doctors who were also his best colleagues in the field of neurology, Eben Alexander still fell into a coma, and this condition lasted continuously for 7 days. Each showed that the neurologist's brain was no longer active, with only a 2% survival rate. However, Eben Alexander was unexpectedly revived after a supernatural experience. After exactly 7 days in a coma, when all efforts by the doctors seemed hopeless and his relatives had prepared for the worst, Eben Alexander showed signs of recovery. His miraculous recovery left the treating doctors and professionals unable to explain it, until Alexander recounted his near-death experiences and published a book, providing evidence of heaven. Dr. Alexander recounted that, when in a near-death state, he saw himself flying to a place like heaven. There, the sky was incredibly beautiful, with clouds, glowing white creatures, and soothing, ethereal music. Eben Alexander also met an angel with deep blue eyes. He said, "That clear, real, and profound feeling gave me a scientific reason to believe in the existence of human consciousness after death." Before that, he was always skeptical about the existence of the spiritual world. Even when his patients recounted near-death states, this doctor considered them to be just hallucinations. Until he experienced it himself, he truly believed that what his patients described was real. His views changed because of this. He shared, "Everyone says the existence of consciousness after death is a myth, hard to believe, but the state I experienced was not a hallucination at all. I felt it as clearly as real events that have happened in my life." For decades, I have practiced as a brain surgeon at one of the most reputable medical institutions in the U.S. Like all my colleagues, I understand brain theories, but my old beliefs were overturned by the experiences I just had. A similar experience happened to Dr. Rajiv Bhatti, head of a prestigious hospital department in the U.S. He had a very successful career and a materially abundant life. Of course, he couldn't escape the cycle of birth, aging, sickness, and death. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer and had to undergo multiple surgeries. In 2010, due to complications after surgery, he was admitted to the emergency room at Duke University Hospital in critical condition. Almost all of his internal organs were failing, requiring doctors to insert tubes into his body for support. However, just a few hours later, Dr. Rajiv developed a severe infection with a fever of about 40.5 degrees Celsius. After being injected with morphine for pain relief, he was taken back into the
dying to be me. He recounted that his body felt as if it was floating in the air and he saw himself lying on the operating table. He heard other doctors talking and even smelled the disinfectant. At the same time, he saw the faces of his mother and sister.
She was wearing a traditional Indian outfit. His sister was wearing blue shorts and a sleeveless top, sitting at home. They were preparing dinner together with vegetables, yogurt, and rice.
Rajiv later wrote, "I can recall the entire near-death experience process. I met my ancestors at the boundary of hell. The few past lives I experienced were to analyze the sufferings that occurred in my life. And why always rely on such rumors? Furthermore,
I had the honor of meeting two guardian angels, radiating brilliant halos, in Raphael and Michael.
They stepped out from a sea of flowers, their bodies emanating a pure, compassionate strength that is hard to describe with words. Just like Eben Alexander, Rajiv Bhatti's patients also told him about their experiences when their souls left their bodies. But he never really paid attention. Until he experienced it himself, he truly believed and decided to share those experiences. According to statistics,
each year in the US, about 200,000 people have near-death experiences similar to those of Dr. Eben Alexander and Rajiv Bhatti.
This is one of the main reasons why most doctors in the US, although working in the scientific field, believe in the existence of God, and that there exists a spiritual world after human death. Farquhar, a researcher from the University of Chicago, said that previous studies showed that up to half of scientists believe in God, because they have the inherent thought that science and religion contradict each other. Medicine is also a science that holds a completely opposite view. Doctors frequently have direct contact with patients and witness them experiencing near-death moments, at the fragile boundary between life and death.
Therefore, the majority of doctors strongly believe in the existence of deities.
In a survey about religious beliefs in medicine conducted with 1,044 doctors across the United States, up to 76% of doctors reported that they believe in the path of creation. 19% believe in the spiritual world, and 55% of doctors said that religious beliefs significantly influence their work. Charles Nicolle, who won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1928, stated, "Fortunately, religion has its mysteries. Otherwise, I would doubt it, thinking that religion is merely a product of human intellect. That mystery strengthens my faith. It is the mark of a supreme being."
Even Edward Hill, president of the American Medical Association, shared, "Medicine and religion are completely compatible with each other."
Having faith in a supreme being is extremely important for both patients and doctors. Particularly, there have been many miraculous stories occurring after near-death experiences that we have witnessed firsthand.
As we mentioned in previous videos,
perhaps our science is not yet advanced enough or lacks evidence to believe in spirituality.
So, for the actual experiences of the doctors themselves in today's video,
what do you think about the existence of deities? Please share with us in the comments section below. Now, goodbye and wish everyone a good day.